Candy, if you're watching, and we know you're watching, the thing is this: we don't have an issue with you. We're not jealous of you. We actually celebrate your success. No, seriously, but you gotta be a better person. And the reason why you gotta be a better person is because it's not fair to the people who have been following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes.
Now, we gonna tiptoe around this shit, or we gonna get to
Hell no, we ain't tiptoeing around shit.
All right, well, fuck it.
Talking about Tamar Braxton.
Okay, there we go.
I do not like that bitch. I'm just gonna be straight up. I do not like that bitch. I do not like her. She is a fake ass bitch to me. And no, I was not finna be fake with her motherfucking ass at that place. I was sitting there looking at her crazy because I'm like, why is she over here acting like she trying to shake my hand in here when this lady talks crazy about me on a regular basis?
Red-haired Kandi finally got activated, and she's been dragging Tamar Braxton over all the disrespect she's endured for years. But you already know how Tamar moves. Whenever drama starts, you can bet Tamar is going to be right in the middle of it. Now, she's coming with receipts, claiming that Kandi and her friends were actually the ones who threw the first punch. Girl, there's a whole lot of he said, she said going on, and somehow, this messy situation just keeps getting worse.
You the one who sings so beautifully, but don't nobody give a fuck about it. Because the only reason you ever get airtime lately is when you're talking about me or you're talking about somebody else. You're doing something negative. And if that's what you want to be known for is negative bullshit, keep doing what you're doing. Other than that, I would suggest learn how to be a lady. Learn how to carry yourself in public. Learn how to carry yourself on the internet. And learn how to handle your business without being known for drama.
Kandi finally went all the way in on the beef that's been brewing between her and Tamar. Just so you know, this drama reportedly goes all the way back to 2017, after Tamar Braxton joined the Great Escape Tour. It's been years of tension, and now everything seems to be coming to a head. Y'all remember how Kandi and Tamar went neck and neck during Celebrity Big Brother? Somehow, they managed to find some common ground and actually got along for a while, but eventually things came crashing down again. Since then, Kandi has mostly kept her mouth shut publicly, but rumors about the two women not getting along have been circulating for years. Then came the Essence Festival event over the 4th of July weekend. Kandi was there to receive the Trailblazer Award alongside Monica, Missy Elliott, Brandy, and Mona Scott Young. While everyone was on stage posing for pictures, Tamar suddenly walked onto the stage, and in a moment that caught people off guard, she approached Kandi and spoke to her directly. Now, Tamar also has her own issues with Monica, but she left Monica alone and immediately turned her attention toward Kandi. And honestly, this wasn't completely out of nowhere. Just last year, Tamar sat down with Nene Leakes and discussed Kandi, claiming that she needed to become a better person because she allegedly operates behind the scenes and talks about people. Tamar also went after Kandi's business, Old Lady Gang, claiming that nobody ever goes there. She even publicly called out Todd Tucker, accusing him of trying to put his hands on her. So clearly, the tension between these two women has been building for quite some time, and it looks like the old issues never really disappeared. At this point, what started years ago has turned into a much bigger situation, with both sides seemingly having their own version of what really happened. And judging by everything that has been said publicly, this drama may be far from over.
Nobody has yet to say how nasty Old Lady Gang is. Nobody. Why? And that is a known thing here in Atlanta. Like, it's something like nobody is saying, yo, where we going to go eat? Let's just go to Old Lady Gang. Who? Oh, bitch, that steak from Blaze was banging. What's the name of the person? Where they at? Now, let's just be honest.
For most of us, especially those around the age of 40, 50, or even 60, when there's someone in our circle or social group we don't like, we usually just avoid them. If we happen to be in the same room, we might simply keep our distance and not speak to them. That's why it's hard to understand why Tamar couldn't just do the same. Instead, Tamar walked over, tried to squeeze Kandi's hand and said, "Congratulations." But Kandi looked visibly irritated. She simply side-eyed Tamar and ignored her, making it pretty clear that she wasn't interested in having a conversation at that moment. After the moment happened, Tamar posted a couple of pictures from the event. In the caption, she wrote, "I have the #1 movie of the summer. My Dinner with Tamar tour is almost completely sold out. And I have amazing, iconic friends who love me for real. So for those who can celebrate and sing with us, I'ma be nice to the devil 'cause God is so good to me." Tamar also pinned a comment in the comment section that said, "'Cause why is that crew starting to be the mean girls of Atlanta? So happy you chose love, Tamar. Your talent is too great. Tell them to sing a note." And let's be real, that definitely sounded like a shot at Kandi, loud and clear. The timing alone had people wondering whether Tamar was indirectly responding to Kandi's reaction on stage. Even though Tamar didn't directly name anyone, the message was pretty easy for fans to interpret. However, Tamar later appeared to backtrack a little when she gave an interview and explained that she was simply congratulating Kandi. According to Tamar, there was no deeper meaning behind her actions, and she wasn't trying to start another fight. She also made it clear that she doesn't regret what she did and claimed that she doesn't have beef in her life because she values her peace. Still, considering the history between these two women, it's understandable why people are looking at the situation and wondering if there was more behind that congratulations than Tamar is letting on.
I do not regret saying congratulations. I don't care who you are. You know, we can have beef all day long, right? It's not like I said, "Oh, let's go to lunch, let's wound, let's da-da-da." You know, I am not that kind of person. You know what I mean? I don't want beef in my life. I really do enjoy my peace. I love my life. I have great friends. You know, I have people who really love me and really fuck with me for real, and vice versa. And that's not really my problem. It wasn't like I was going like, ah.
Yeah.
It gave a congratulations. Everyone on the stage was being honored. And it was one of those events where, you know, you should just show gratitude and be kind and move on.
But Kandi was clearly done with Tamar controlling the narrative and decided to respond. She simply said, "No beef," but then added that Tamar had allegedly called her a derogatory name while walking past her at a party the previous Saturday. Kandi made it clear that she wasn't interested in pretending everything was fine, saying, "I can't do the fake-ish." And she didn't stop there. Kandi went even deeper by posting an interview in which Jason Lee essentially called Tamar out for being messy and allegedly trying to use his platform to come after Kandi. During the conversation, Tamar reportedly talked about Kandi wearing fake clothes and made several other comments about her, apparently expecting Jason to turn it into a story. But according to Kandi's account, Jason quickly recognized what Tamar was trying to do and stepped away from the situation. And that's what makes this even more interesting, because Jason already had his own history and issues with Kandi. Even with that personal tension, he apparently wasn't willing to let his platform be used to fuel another round of drama between the two women.
I will say that's the same Tamar Braxton, though, who was my friend, who hung out with me, who I put money in her pocket so she could feed her family, who put her on my platform, who brought her on my show. I did stuff with her. You know, the same person. I didn't switch up overnight. But the one thing I won't do is allow anybody to use, abuse, or attack me and think that the Lord that I serve won't give them the blessing of a lesson not to do that to nobody else.
Getting under Kandi's skin was probably part of the reason Tamar became close with Funky Dineva. But that relationship also ended up blowing up in her face before she could really use it to her advantage. Now, Kandi seems completely over the situation and has started speaking out about Tamar and exposing what she claims happened behind the scenes. Kandi explained that Tamar wasn't even supposed to be on stage because, according to her, Tamar had no real reason to be there. Yet Tamar still walked right up into Kandi's face, seemingly determined to get her attention and steal some of the spotlight for herself. And honestly, she got exactly what she wanted because everyone ended up talking about the moment. Things got even messier when Kandi was on the red carpet last year and was asked about Tamar's antics. Kandi responded with a shady comment, saying, "Well, if you deal with clowns, then you'll be a part of the circus." That comment alone was enough to get people talking, but apparently, Tamar wasn't going to let it slide. According to Kandi, when she got home, she received a text message from Tamar responding to the comment. Tamar allegedly told Kandi that she should join the prep circus after claiming she had seen Kandi's ex-husband on a date with another man. Tamar also allegedly threatened to release proof, which made the whole situation sound even more serious. At that point, it seemed like the drama had gone far beyond simple shade or celebrity disagreements. What started as insults and tension was now turning into personal accusations and alleged threats to expose private information. And if Kandi's version of events is accurate, it's no wonder she feels like she has had enough of the situation.
Last year, 2025, remember it was something that she had been talking trash about me online or whatever. And then on the red carpet, I was asked about it. And then I said, well, if you deal with clowns, then you'll be a part of the circus or something like that.
That's a great response. Actually, I'm going to take that.
Oh, she texted me. Well, this clown knows that your husband is a part of the LGBTQ community. I actually saw him on a date with a man. So come join the prep circus. Said another word about me, bitch. I'm releasing the proof. Like I told your non-singing lying ass, this ain't the Housewives, bitch.
They were also at a house party on July 25th at someone's home. As Kandi was coming inside, Tamar was leaving. And when the two crossed paths, Tamar allegedly called her the B word. Kandi said she never said anything to Tamar in response. According to Kandi, they were at the home of someone she genuinely respected, so she wasn't about to cause a scene or turn the party into another episode of their ongoing drama. On top of that, it was a private party where everyone's phones had been taken away. Kandi felt that if she had confronted Tamar right there, Tamar could have easily flipped the situation around, played the victim, and made it look like Kandi was the one starting trouble. Kandi also claimed that whenever the attention and noise around Tamar start dying down, Tamar reaches out to her because she knows it's almost guaranteed to make headlines. And because Kandi usually chooses not to respond publicly, Tamar allegedly gets to control the narrative without having to deal with Kandi's side of the story. At this point, Kandi admitted that she's tired of the constant back and forth and appears ready to move on from the entire situation. She even threw a little shade at Tamar, suggesting that maybe she should put that powerful singing voice to better use and keep herself booked and busy instead of constantly getting involved in drama. But even if Kandi was simply trying to clear her name and put an end to the situation, Tamar clearly didn't see it that way. Instead of allowing the beef to finally die down, she came back to defend herself, adding even more fuel to an already burning fire. Tamar insisted that she wasn't being fake and claimed she never said anything wrong. According to her, congratulating Kandi was simply a matter of having good home training and knowing how to be cordial, even with someone she doesn't get along with. In Tamar's mind, she was simply showing basic respect. So, if Kandi chose to interpret that interaction as something more than a simple congratulations, Tamar basically suggested that was Kandi's problem. And just like that, what could have been a quick moment of courtesy turned into another chapter in their seemingly never-ending feud.
I don't think saying, I don't know, I don't think that's fake, and I don't think that's weird. I just think saying congratulations is home training and cordial. That's it. And the whole thing was awkward. But I didn't...
Allegedly, behind the scenes, Tamar has been saying that Kandi was the one calling her all kinds of names and acting jealous of her. Tamar allegedly believes that Kandi is envious of her fame and is trying to bring her down. But Kandi has never claimed to be the next Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey. What she has done is build an impressive career of her own, using her talent, opportunities, and business sense to create a name for herself. And from everything we've seen, some people believe Tamar isn't simply jealous of Kandi, she's actually envious of what Kandi has accomplished. Yes, Tamar has an incredible voice, comes from a well-known family, and has had plenty of opportunities in the entertainment industry. But when you put their accomplishments side by side, Kandi's career speaks for itself. Kandi has managed to stay relevant in music, television, and business for decades. She's written major hits, built successful businesses, appeared on reality television, and created multiple streams of income. Whether you think she's the better singer or not, there's no denying that Kandi has turned her career into a much bigger business empire. And unfortunately, Tamar allegedly knows that difference exists, which may be one reason she has such a hard time dealing with Kandi. The argument seems to be that Tamar believes she has the stronger singing voice, yet Kandi has been able to achieve greater financial and commercial success. That can be a difficult reality for anyone to accept, especially when they believe their talent should have taken them further. At this point in their lives and careers, Tamar has become known for more than just her music. Her talent is undeniable, but so is the amount of drama that seems to follow her. Over the years, she has been involved in public feuds and disagreements with numerous people in the entertainment world, including Kay, Michelle, Toya Jackson, Tiny, Funky Dineva, Jason Lee, Tommy Lee, Jessie Woo, and Monica. Girl, it feels like it has been one beef after another. And that's not even getting into the tension surrounding her own family. There have been plenty of moments when Tamar's relationships with her sisters have appeared strained, and fans have even noticed changes in her social media connections with members of her family. Now, none of this means Tamar isn't talented. She absolutely has a beautiful and powerful voice, and that talent has never really been the question. The bigger issue is how people perceive her behavior outside of the music. When the drama starts overshadowing the actual music, it becomes difficult for audiences to separate the artist from the controversies surrounding her. Some fans have even argued that Tamar's behavior has become increasingly exhausting over the years. People who once thought her outspoken, bratty personality was entertaining on earlier seasons of Braxton Family Values may now feel differently. What seemed funny or harmless back then can look very different after years of repeated conflicts. And honestly, that may be the biggest problem here. If Tamar wants to be remembered for her incredible voice and musical legacy, constantly getting involved in public feuds probably isn't helping. At some point, the drama has to stop being the headline. Of course, we also have to remember that a lot of these claims are allegations and opinions coming from people involved or from fans watching everything unfold from the outside. None of us know exactly what happens behind closed doors between Kandi and Tamar. There could be years of personal history that the public knows nothing about. But from the outside looking in, it certainly seems like these two women have unresolved issues that neither one is willing to completely let go of. Kandi appears to want the situation to end, while Tamar continues defending her side and explaining why she believes she did nothing wrong. So what do you guys think? Is Tamar actually jealous of Kandi because she hasn't reached the same level of commercial and financial success, or is there something much deeper going on between these two women? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you in the next video, baddies.
Bye.